Hey everyone, this is Sugandha and you're watching Ready for SS English and I hope so y'all are well and y'all are waiting for my sessions. Today we would be discussing something very interesting, and as you can see, this is HR recruiter interview question and answers, and this is session 1. If you would be requesting me, then yes, there will be a session 2 also. Fine. So I hope so you might have seen my earlier sessions on recruitment, like on HR recruiter. There's a playlist named as HR recruiter playlist. If you have not seen those sessions, I would be pinning in the comment section, right? So please make sure to watch those sessions because it includes who is an HR recruiter, what are the roles and responsibilities of an HR recruiter, and what is sourcing, and multiple sessions related to recruitment, related to HR recruiter. Okay, so I won't be repeating those things in this session. I would be giving just a small gist of it. Okay, so let's get started with it, and make sure to subscribe this channel if you're watching me for the very first time, and to hit that cute notification bell icon so that you could get my updates whenever new sessions will be uploaded, right? So yes, first question is, what is your approach to sourcing and attracting candidates? Now here you can mention two things. First is about sourcing, how we can do the sourcing of the candidates and how we can attract them, right? So we can discuss two things, like what is the process, what all process we use to source the candidates, and how we can attract the passive job seekers and active job seekers. Like, so this is a sample answer. You can say, when it comes to sourcing and attracting candidates, I adopt a multi-phased approach. I leverage various channels such as job boards, social media platforms, and professional networks to expand the candidate pool. Additionally, I believe in the power of proactive sourcing, which is called as uh, tapping the passive job seekers, right? So additionally, I believe in the power of proactive sourcing, where I actively seek out potential candidates who may not be actively job hunting but possess the desired skills and qualifications. They are called as passive job seekers, right? Who are not actively looking for jobs, but yes, they have desired skills and qualifications. So what we can do, that we can increase the networking, and it could be that in long term, in 6 months or 1 year, we will be able to convert them into active job seekers, right? They might be interested in the job profiles we are offering. Fine. So by utilizing a combination of traditional and innovative sourcing methods, I strive to ensure a diverse and qualified applicant pool, right? See, I'm explaining it between so that it's not like a strict pattern of question and answers, because there's no point in only reading these questions and reading these answers if you're not able to understand what actually content says. Okay, so that's why I'm explaining as well. And now we can use another option, like we can say, as a fresher, I understand the importance of utilizing various sourcing channels to attract candidates. Now, if you're a fresher, you can say, I would start by understanding the job requirements and creating a compelling job description. Then I would use a combination of job boards, social media platforms, and professional networks to reach a wide pool of candidates, potential candidates. I would also leverage my own network and connections to tap into passive candidates who may not be actively looking for a job. Same thing, passive candidates. Continuous learning and staying updated on emerging recruitment strategies would be a priority for me. Okay, so if you're a fresher, you can quote this, and if you are an experienced person, like you have worked into recruitments, then you can mention that one, first one. Okay, now next is, how do you evaluate candidate qualifications and assess cultural fit? Now, I have talked about this many times, several times, about the how to evaluate the candidate qualifications and how to assess cultural fit. So here we can answer like this: when evaluating candidate qualifications, I thoroughly review their resumes and compare their skills, experience, and qualifications against the job requirements. We need to review the resume and comparing it with first parameter, skills, experience, qualifications against the job requirement. I also conduct in-depth interviews to assess their competencies and ask targeted behavioral questions to gauge their past experiences and problem-solving abilities. Now, it's obvious when we would be asking behavioral questions, then we can able to know them better. We would be able to understand their behavioral aspect, how they solve the queries, how they would be solving the queries. To assess cultural fit, I ask questions about their values, work preferences, and teamwork experiences to determine if they align with the organization's culture and values. I also consider their communication style, adaptability, and ability to work in diverse teams. Right? Next. Third, How do you handle a difficult hiring manager or a challenging recruitment situation? Now, see, who is a difficult hiring manager? A person who is creating hurdles, a person who want things to be done in certain way, even if they are not right, even if he is or she is wrong, or they wanted us to follow certain pattern, and they're very rigid. They are not able to understand how the hiring could be better, what are processes we can implement so that hiring can be in the best way, and other examples could also be there, right? Or the challenging recruitment situation is like, it could be a situation in which certain circumstances doesn't allow us to act in the same way as we do normally, right? So there could be any situation and there could be any hiring manager who is difficult to deal. So how we will deal, right? So dealing with difficult situations or stakeholders is part of the job, and I believe in maintaining open and transparent communication. If I encounter a difficult hiring manager, I would first try to understand their concerns or expectations and work towards finding a common ground. I would provide data and insights to support my recommendations, highlighting the potential impact on the hiring process and candidate experience. If necessary, I would escalate the situation to higher management to seek guidance and resolve any conflicts in a professional manner. Right? So, what does this answer say? First of all, believe in maintaining open and transparent communication. Right? Talking about the concerns, expectations, and what can be the common grounds, and highlighting the potential impact on the hiring process. And then, if even if the situation exists and it's not getting solved, then yes, you should and you have to escalate the situation to higher management. Okay. Now, next. See, your answer can be different. You can quote any answer, whatever you think that yes, that could be the best way to handle the situation. These are only the sample answers, suggestions actually given by me to deal with the situations, the situations in daily life. Okay. Now next, you can. Now next again you can say this thing like, if I encounter a challenging hiring manager or a difficult recruitment situation, I would approach it with professionalism and open communication. Again, same thing. I would first try to understand the concerns or expectations of the hiring manager and address them accordingly. I would provide data and insights to support my recommendations, highlighting the potential impact on the hiring process and candidate experience. If necessary, I would seek guidance from more experienced colleagues or escalate the situation to ensure a positive outcome. Now, see, the points are same, only the words have been, only the sentence is molded other way. Okay, keywords are same and even the crux is same, right? So it could be that you have a better answer, so you can code that way also, right? Let's move on to the next question, and this is fourth question. What inspired you to become an HR recruiter, and how did you get started in this field? Now, this is completely customized answer, like what you think, why you want to be an HR recruiter, and how did you started in this field. This is completely your own answer. This should be actually your own answer only. This is the sample answer. I have given you some suggestions. Whatever your answer is, you can definitely go with that. So I have always been fascinated by the role HR plays in connecting individuals with opportunities that suit their skills and interests. As an HR recruiter, I want to be a part of this process and contribute to helping organizations find the right talent. I believe my strong interpersonal and communication skills, combined with my passion for building relationships, make me well suited for this role. Or you can say, I have always had a strong interest in the field of human resources, particularly in the aspect of connecting individuals with opportunities that align with their skills and aspirations. This interest led me to explore various HR functions, and I found myself particularly drawn to the recruitment aspect. This interest led me to explore various HR functions, and I found myself particularly drawn to the recruitment aspect. Okay, so these are basically the examples only. You can say sample answers are only examples. Uh, Now, again, you can say I was inspired to become an HR recruiter because I recognize the profound impact that talented individuals can have on an organization's success. Being able to play a role in identifying and attracting top talent felt rewarding to me. The idea of helping both candidates find meaningful careers and organizations build strong teams was something that resonated with my values. To get started in this field, I actively pursued educational opportunities that provided a foundation in HR. I completed relevant coursework and gained knowledge about recruitment processes, candidate evaluation, and employment laws. I also sought practical experience through internships and volunteer roles where I could assist with recruitment activities, right? So this is basically the answer for how did you get started in this field. Fine. So obviously, your answer could be different, actual answer, whatever. And you can say, furthermore, I seized every chance to learn from experienced HR professionals, attending seminars and workshops, and networking within the industry. This exposure helped me understand the HR recruitment functions and provided me with valuable insights. Combining my educational background, hands-on experience, and passion for connecting people, I embraced the opportunity to transition into the role of an HR recruiter. This journey has solidified my belief in the importance of finding the right fit between candidates and organizations, and I'm excited to continue contributing in this field. Okay, so this is a detailed one. If you're going as an experience, then yes, they will be asking you in detail that please tell me us about your journey. Please tell how you get started, right? So you can mention these details. Fine. Next, how do you ensure fairness and unbiased practices in the recruitment process? Fairness and unbiased practices. Now, see, we can see that everywhere it's like that. That biasness is there, and especially in the recruitment process, like you're favoring caste, community, religion, or any person based on your likings and dislikings. Okay, so how would you ensure that fairness and unbiased practices are not promoted in the recruitment process? So you can say maintaining fairness and unbiased practices is crucial in the recruitment process. As a fresher, I would adhere to guidelines and ensure that all candidates are evaluated based on their qualifications and merits. I would follow a standardized screening and interviewing process, asking all candidates the same set of questions to ensure consistency. Additionally, I would continuously educate myself on diversity and inclusion best practices to promote a diverse and inclusive workforce. So that's fair that you must adhere to guidelines and ensure that all candidates are evaluated based on their qualifications and merits only. It should not be like you are considering few people on the basis of qualifications, few people on the basis of caste, few people on the basis of community, few people on the basis of your likings, dislikings, or something. Okay, so this pattern should be there, and right. So next, and yes, all the candidates should be asked same set of questions to ensure consistency. Now, you might be wondering how it's possible that how it can be possible that you are asking the same questions, same set of questions with the every candidate. No, it's like if you're hiring for a customer care profile, then there should be a bunch of questions, like 20 to 30, 40 questions, and you must ask 5, 10 questions from the same bunch. It should not be that you are asking one or two questions from one candidate and 10 to 15 questions from one candidate, right? So that 10 to 15 questions that candidate won't be able to clear, and that 1 to 2 questions were very easy. So you if you want to clear that person to whom you are asking one or two questions, then you're doing in this way. Fine. So this is actually the same set of questions. You need to prepare same set of questions for one profile, and you must ask the questions from that same set for one profile. Fine. Next is, how do you ensure a positive candidate experience throughout the recruitment process? Now, candidate experience is very important. If you are not able to provide, if you are not able to give positive experience to a candidate, then they will never turn up, and it will go from word of mouth that this company is not good, this company's culture is not fine, there are so many problems associated with this company, people are like that, people are rude, people are aggressive, right? So we must ensure that there is a positive candidate experience, and how we can do this, how we can maintain this throughout the recruitment process. So this can be a big answer, but what you can do is you can pick 3 4 points from here, and you can mention 3 4 points, you can mention any 2 points, any 5 points, right? So here it goes. Ensuring a positive candidate experience is a top priority for me throughout the recruitment process. I believe that each candidate deserves respect, transparency, and timely communication. To achieve this, I follow a few key practices. First is clear and timely communication. Now, see, what you can do is you can only pick these points, and you can draft your answers. Or you can, if you want to know or if you want to understand that how it goes, you can also read the complete details of each point, right? Otherwise, what you can do is you can pick these headings like clear and timely communication and the rest headings, and then you can mention those by explaining by in one or two sentences. Fine. Clear and timely communication. I strive to maintain open and transparent communication with candidates. This includes acknowledging the receipt of their application, providing regular updates on the status of their candidacy, and promptly responding to any queries they may have. I understand that the recruitment process can be a nerve wracking time for candidates, and my goal is to keep them informed and engaged throughout the process. Fine. Next, you can say respect and professionalism. I approach every interaction with candidates in a respectful and professional manner. This means actively listening to their concerns, valuing their time, and providing constructive feedback after interviews or assessments. I understand that each candidate invests significant effort in the application process, and I aim to treat them with the respect they deserve. Positive interview experience. During interviews, I create a welcoming and supportive atmosphere that allows candidates to showcase their skills and experience. I prepare well in advance, ensuring that I have a thorough understanding of the role and the candidate's background. I ask relevant and insightful questions that give candidates the opportunity to demonstrate their qualifications. Additionally, I provide clear information about the organization, its values, and the team dynamics to help candidates assess if it's the right fit for them. Okay. Next, you can say continuous feedback and follow up. After the interview process, I make it a point to provide candidates with timely feedback regardless of the outcome. Constructive feedback helps candidates understand areas for improvement and provides them with valuable insights for their future job search. Moreover, I keep in touch with the candidates even if they are not selected, as fostering positive relationships is important for long-term networking and potential future opportunities. Now, I think I have cut shorted it, and it's only the 4 points. I was thinking that earlier I drafted around 7 8 points, and that's why I was saying that you can include only 4 or 5 points. So these are only 4 points, and you can definitely modulate it as per your likings or dislikings, as per your understanding, as per your thoughts. Fine. So the next question is, what relevant skills and qualities do you possess that make you a good fit for this position? Again, this is a very customized answer. This should be a customized answer, like what all skills and qualities you have and you possess that make you a good fit for this position. So although I may be a fresher, I have developed several key skills and qualities that are crucial for success in this role. I have a strong interpersonal and communication skills, which will help me effectively engage with candidates and build relationships. I'm highly organized and detail oriented, allowing me to manage multiple tasks and deadlines. Additionally, I'm a quick learner and I'm eager to stay updated on industry trends and recruitment best practices. Okay, obviously, you can draft whatever you feel like, what all skills you have. Fine. And if you want to elaborate it, like all these qualities you wanted to mention, you are going as an experienced person, you are going as an experienced HR recruiter for experience profile, then yes, you can elaborate it by saying, I believe I possess a communication of skills and qualities that make me well suited for the role of an HR recruiter. These include strong interpersonal and communication skills. As an HR recruiter, effective communication is essential. I excel in building relationships and fostering connections with candidates, hiring managers, and stakeholders. I am able to actively listen, ask probing questions, and convey information clearly and concisely. These skills allow me to establish rapport, understand candidate needs, and effectively represent the organization. Attention to detail and organization. Now, see what all attention to detailing is required. Recruitment involves managing multiple tasks simultaneously, and I thrive in such environments. I'm highly organized, detail oriented, and capable of prioritizing and managing competing deadlines. I pay meticulous attention to candidate profiles, job requirements, and documentation to ensure accuracy and efficiency throughout the recruitment process. Now, you might be thinking this is very big questions. These are descriptive question and answers, and you have to cram this, and you have to appear for interviews. So no, it's a big no. You don't have to do this. You don't have to cram. I'm just explaining all this because I know that these problems will occur in your daily life when you would be becoming an HR recruiter. You have to answer, you have to hire people, then you must know that what all skills are required, why these skills are required, what all these skills are about, right? So what skills you must possess? Okay, so that's why I have explained over here. You can cut short it. You can mention 1, 2, or 3 skills maybe. Adaptability and flexibility. I understand that recruitment can be a dynamic and ever-changing landscape. I embrace challenges, remain adaptable, and quickly adjust my strategies to meet evolving needs. I'm comfortable navigating through ambiguity and maintaining composure in fast-paced environments, allowing me to effectively handle unforeseen circumstances and meet recruitment goals. Analytical and decision-making abilities. As an HR recruiter, I recognize the importance of making informed decisions. I possess strong analytical skills that enable me to evaluate candidates' qualifications, assess cultural fit, and make data-driven decisions. I leverage available resources such as applicant tracking systems and recruitment metrics to optimize the recruitment process and ensure the selection of the most suitable candidates. Fine. So these are 4, and you can mention this commitment to diversity and inclusion, continuous learning and adaptation. I would be reading 1 or 2 sentences, and you can pause and then you can see whatever is written in this, right? I'm a strong advocate for diversity and inclusion in the workplace. I actively promote fairness and equal opportunity throughout the recruitment process, employing strategies to attract diverse talent pools and mitigate bias. Continuous learning and adaptation. I am committed to continuous professional development and staying abreast of emerging trends and best practices in HR and recruitment. I actively seek out learning opportunities, attend industry conferences, and engage in professional networks to expand my knowledge and enhance my skills, right? These skills and qualities combined with my passion for connecting talent with opportunities make me confident in my ability to excel as an HR recruiter, right? So in this way you can mention this. Now again, this is 8th question is again a big question, because how do you approach salary negotiations with candidates? This is very important in real life, because when you would be a HR recruiter, you would be facing this issue. When it comes to salary negotiations with candidates, my approach is based on open communication, fairness, and finding a mutually beneficial agreement. Here's how I typically handle salary negotiations. First is understanding candidate expectations. It's very important to understand the candidate's expectations. So before entering into salary negotiations, I ensure that I have a clear understanding of the candidate's salary expectations. I proactively discuss this topic early in the process to align expectations and avoid any potential surprises later on. By understanding their expectations, I can gauge if they are within the organization's budget range and work towards finding common ground. Fine. Next would be you can mention researching marketing and internal salary benchmarks. See, remember there is one session on salary negotiation. You can watch that out in HR Recruiter playlist only. So there also I have mentioned that the research, understanding the candidate is required. Research, proper market research is required. If you are negotiating with the candidate, you must have proper research of the market. You must know what's going on in the market. I conduct thorough research on market trends and industry standards to determine competitive salary ranges for similar roles. I also consider any internal salary benchmarks or guidelines within the organization. This information helps me provide candidates with realistic salary expectations and ensure that the proposed offer is in line with market rates and internal equity. Assessing the candidate's qualifications and value. During the recruitment process, I assess the candidate's qualifications, experience, skills, and the value they can bring to the organization. This evaluation helps me understand the candidate's worth and contribution potential. When entering salary negotiations, I can articulate the candidate's value and advocate for fair compensation based on their expertise and market value. Fine. So this could be like this. And fourth is balancing employer's budget and candidate's expectations. Salary negotiations involve finding a balance between the candidate's expectations and the organization's budget. I approach this by exploring other aspects of the compensation package, such as benefits, bonus, or opportunities for growth that could potentially meet the candidate's expectations. What all expectations are there? This allows me to present a comprehensive offer that may address both monetary and non-monetary aspects of the candidate's needs. Transparent communication and justification. Throughout the negotiation process, I maintain transparent communication with the candidate. I explain the factors influencing the salary offer, including market conditions, internal salary structures, and budget constraints. By providing a clear rationale, candidates can better understand the context and reasoning behind the offer, fostering trust and fairness in the negotiation process. And yes, ultimately, there is a win-win solution. Ultimately, my goal is to reach a win-win solution where both the candidate and the organization feel satisfied. Yes, I aim to create an open dialogue, actively listening to the candidate's concerns and working collaboratively to find a mutually beneficial agreement. If the initial offer falls short of the candidate's expectations, I explore alternative options such as performance-based incentives or career development opportunities that may add value to the overall package. By approaching salary negotiations with transparency, fairness, and a focus on finding common ground, I strive to ensure a positive experience for candidates while aligning with the organization's budget and compensation philosophy. Now, you might be thinking you have to cram all this and you have to go after cramming this. Again, I'm saying repeatedly that no, you don't have to cram this. You have to understand this properly. What is the process? How we do salary negotiations, what all we need to do before salary negotiations, right? That's why I have stated all these points in detailed manner. Okay, I have clearly mentioned what all we need to do while before doing salary negotiations, and this is a very important part, as after qualifying for the interview you have to hire the candidates, and you have to you have to handle the candidates while negotiating the salary, and that's really a tricky one. Okay, so I hope so this was helpful, and I'm not getting the comments on this channel. Yes, I repeatedly say this thing, that I'm not getting the comments on this channel. So yes, it happens. Sometimes I feel that why to post sessions over here. Okay, so I would be waiting for your comments, and I would be waiting for your request, like what all sessions you wanted to see. Fine. So till next video, all the very best. Stay happy, stay safe. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.